What is up, guys? Falcon back again, and today we are working on the 2012 Dodge Ram. What is it with Dodge Rams this week? Anyway, the issue that we're having is that the truck is cranking but it's not starting. I've already figured out the issue, so let me kind of show you guys what I did to figure out the issue and what is going on with this vehicle. Maybe you're having the same issue and you can figure it out and fix it by yourself. Okay, so basically what's going on here, when you crank it, fuel pump is not engaging. Fuel pump's not turning on at all. So you could be thinking you have a bad fuel pump, but that's not the case in this one. In this one, it's called what they call a Tipm or something like that. It's basically your fuse box over here in the front. It has an internal relay that goes inside the actual fuse box that is going bad with this particular vehicle. So I'll show you guys what to look for whenever the fuel pump is bad or whenever that relay is actually bad. So here we go. This is the engine bay. That is a Hemi engine right there. This is the fuse box, the Tipm or whatever they call it. This fuse right here, I think it's M25. This is the fuse for the fuel pump right there. This leg on this side is the leg that comes from the relay that's internally, inside the fuse box here. And this leg here is the leg that goes straight into the fuel pump back there. So for me to test out if my fuel pump is good, I use my power probe to give some power right here to this leg here, which in return is going to turn on my fuel pump. That is my fuel line right there that I already took off. You can see it from right there. And if I give it power here, we got fuel coming out of that fuel line right there. Whenever you crank it, the fuel relay will engage on the bottom and it will give it power to this side, which in turn it will go through the fuse and it will go to this side. So right now I'm gonna have somebody crank the car and you guys will see that there is no power coming into this fuse right here. Okay, so now we're gonna crank the car and you shouldn't see any positive coming out of here, and then once he's cranking and it doesn't turn on, I'm gonna give it some positive here and it's gonna turn on. Okay, crank the car. There it goes, and now I'm gonna síguele dando. Now I hit power, it turns on. So that determines that the fuel pump relay inside here is bad. All right, so now we know that we have a bad fuel pump relay inside the fuse box, which they call the Tipm or Tipsum, something like that, or some people call it a smart fuse box, but whatever they call it, the fuel pump relay, which is integrated inside that fuel pump, it's a tiny relay, is bad. Really the only way you're supposed to replace it is you have to replace the whole fuse box. The fuse box, it's about $950 retail. So now I'm gonna go to my customer and see what he wants to do. The options I'm gonna give him is we buy a used fuse box and put it in here, which the issue might come back some other day because it's still the same issue. We buy a brand new fuse box for about $950, $1,000 and put it on. Number 3 is I buy the same relay that it calls for in here online and then take apart this fuse box and put it in there and solder it myself and then put everything back on. Or the other option is I bypass everything, put a little fuse in between and bypass the relay itself. Whatever the case might be, the customer is the one that's going to decide what he wants me to do with this truck. If it was my personal vehicle, I would take apart that fuse box and replace it from in there. But this is something I cannot make the decision for the customer. It is what he wants to do. With that being said, it's going to be the end for this video. If he wants me just to replace the fuse box, I'll make a separate video showing you guys how to replace that fuse box. If he wants me to take apart the fuse box and replace the relay from in there, I'll make a separate video and show you guys how I'm going to do that. But either way, it'll be on a separate video. For now, this video is we figured out why it was cranking but not turning on. We figured out that we have a good fuel pump, just not getting any power to the fuel pump when we crank it, and we figured out the problem was inside the fuse box. That is the issue, which is a very common issue with this Dodge Ram that we have right here. Alright guys, well I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell for me. I will catch you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching and you guys have yourselves a great day.